All right, thank you, Danny. And you really feel for so many people who are stuck cleaning up out here after this tornado. You have to hear this next story. A mother and her two children were actually stuck in the Goodwill store when the twister hit. Jenny Reed and her two sons were rescued by an off-duty fireman and a Portland police officer. Thankfully, none of them were hurt. Reed said until they were saved, their first instinct was to just protect her children.
So I covered my youngest, who's sitting in the front of the cart, and pushed my other one under me, under the bar of the cart, and the roof collapsed on top of us.
Just amazing how she was able to protect her very own children. Now, she says that the windows of the store also blew out as well, but that she did not have any warning. She didn't hear the sirens or any sounds of the storm itself. Now, right now, I'm joined by Tut Gorman, Portland's city manager. Thank you so much, Mr. Gorman, for being with us tonight. Now, I understand that you guys have now declared a state of emergency locally. Can you explain what that means for people?
Sure. Actually, that's sort of a protocol you go through when you have situations like this. And so, obviously, the local agencies have to do so when they think they've exhausted their resources. We did this, the City of Portland did this in concert with the Ionia County. Their chair, Julie Calley, she signed the declaration. Essentially says that we declare the state of emergency here locally. Obviously, that triggers a lot of resources to us here locally, and clearly we have the standard to meet that state of emergency.
And I see that you've been talking with the Lieutenant Governor as well,
Yes, I do.
Brian Calley out here. Now, are you going to be working with state leaders as well to see if you can get even more help?
Absolutely. I think this is a part of a collaborative effort. Here locally in Portland, we're very blessed with a very grassroots. A lot of people who are very proud of their community. No shortage of local volunteers. But again, that comes to the township and the counties. The services day that we offered, that we received from the state police, the county officials, all the cities throughout and the state have been very helpful here. So very happy.
And then we just heard when we were briefed from you just moments ago about the change in shelters as well. Can we get people up to speed on that? Because I know that many people could possibly need shelter as we now brace for yet another round of storms. So just brief us on that.
Absolutely. We were a little concerned because the second phase of the storm we thought was coming through, so we're a little concerned. The American Red Cross has stepped up, and there is a shelter tonight that is at the Portland Middle School, and that's on Storrs Avenue. Most people are familiar with that area, and so we stand ready to assist those who are without a place to stay tonight. Again, as I think the representative from the Red Cross stated, that locally in the community you typically have those who stay with loved ones and family. So, but nevertheless, we have that option there for folks who need it.
And so then that lets us know then that the Red Cross is in town, possibly if people not only need shelter, but maybe if they need some clothes, anything else.
Absolutely. So they're there to really fill any gaps that needed or when people are in need. So they're there for that as well.
Tut Gorman, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know you guys have a lot to do out here, so I'll let you go home, get some rest.
There's a couple things I do want to mention too. Obviously, if people did want to volunteer their time, or if there's property damage, and there are a lot of questions that relate to that, our emergency management coordinator is Doug DeVries. People have questions, I encourage them to contact him at emd@ioniacounty.org, and so he'll help people assess. We'll be assessing the damage tomorrow. So if there's questions about personal property, please contact him as well as volunteer efforts. So thank you so much.
Critical information, we'll definitely make sure we get that up on our website as well. Thanks again, Mr. Gorman. So again, as you heard, that there are several ways that you can get the help that you need. Of course, so many people out here with more than 80 structures that have been damaged out here from this EF1 twister that touched down today, and now people are gearing up for yet another storm system to move through. So, Brian, I want to send it back to you as we continue to watch people out here still cleaning up even well into the night.
Absolutely, Marley, and I know you're on it. Thank you for those live reports out there. As you mentioned, though, the weather systems are rolling through to the south and to the east. Let's go right to Storm Team 8 with the latest on what's happening.